Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another night of Reign of Vecna. I am your dungeon master, your mind of Vecna Riku, here for another exciting night, especially after a little bit of trouble that our party has gotten into last time. We'll see what ends up happening. I'll talk more about that in our recap, but let's go around and reintroduce you to our players. Go ahead and give us your name, who you're playing, and just in general, how you're feeling tonight. So we'll get started with Nick.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick. I will be playing Nero Aspengard, the hero. No, Nero Aspengard, the half-elf storm sorcerer. Just kind of combine all those into two words. I am feeling Nero to hero. That's right. I am feeling excited and nervous because we ended in kind of a precarious position.
All right. Next up, we got Damon.
Hey everyone, it's Damon. I am playing Eden, your Warforged Twilight Domain cleric. Yay. I am feeling concerned.
As usual, as things are here, there's a lot going on.
Voice in the head saying, get the fuck out. It's like, okay, well, how?
All right. Well, next up.
Kill things. That's out.
Yeah, kill things. There's also you got yourself a way out too. So, all right. Next up, we got Goose. As Goose is looking around, very confused. All right, one moment. We'll come back to you, Goose. Go ahead, Slayer.
Hi, everybody. This is Old Worm Slayer. I will be playing Ednus, the dwarf live domain cleric paladin that is not really concerned, but more like, yay, I get to kill another one of Vecna's servants.
That's fair. All right. Goose, do we got you back yet?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Again, just a whole night of technical difficulty so far. It's great. So I'm Goose. I'm playing Tate. And Tate is just pretty much consistently in a state of pucker.
I need to give you a little bit of calm time, I feel like.
To be fair, some of it he's done to himself.
Yeah, fair. That is very fair.
Are we sure Tate's not Buttercup? Because pucker up, Buttercup.
God damn it. Anywho, as you can see, we are down a player tonight. Kel could not make it tonight. We wish him the best, but I will do our best to include his character in what is to come. So we'll see what happens. Just as a quick reminder to all of you watching, for the month of February, we are raising funds for Freedom Service Dogs. So if you do feel inclined to donate, feel free to. We would greatly appreciate it. Now, as a bit of a recap from last session, you finished your journey through the Great Underground Highway through the Mirabar Mines. Some of you a little bit worse for wear. Some of your minds may have gotten a little warped, but you did successfully find the ruby Shroudstone of the Ancients, one of which you were sent by Racine to retrieve. Upon returning back to Mirabar, Racine was out on a mission, supposedly. So Lapis took you back to basically recap your mission, to where you realized that he was a doppelganger. And Racine was able to get back to you one last message in your heads before mysteriously being cut off. And to repeat that message that she relayed to you all, she said, "Get out! It's a trap. We've been discovered. There is a secret tunnel under the table. Go to the Amber Hulk near Rivergate. Deliver the gemstone to the rain giant Zephyrus in Tribor. Go now." Her voice is cut off with a telepathic scream of pain. "Terranoxia! I almost forgot. Terranoxia!" Racine screams again and then goes silent. At that moment, this doppelganger states that they will tear your secrets out even in death, as he is prepared to fight for basically fight to the death to keep you all here. And that is where we are going to pick up tonight, as I ask you all to please roll initiative as we begin today's fight.
Well, that's always fun. Yay.
Oh, yes. Okay, we got Tate, we got Nero, we got Ennis, we got Eden. Let me see if I can roll for Meekin here. I don't think I actually can. That's interesting. We'll figure something out. I'll just have them go at the end of the turn order. So, as the doppelganger says this, Tate, it is your turn starting off.
I changed my whole setup, so I'm still getting used to where everything's at.
Yeah, that'll happen. Oh, I get that.
He's gonna go ahead and get to stabbing.
Yes.
So I'm gonna run up on her. It, them, they, and
Let's see.
there it goes.
Unfortunately, a 12 is not going to hit.
Well, then we'll try again.
Yep.
Where's my? There it is.
$24 will hit, though.
Nice. And then so 14.
14 damage. As the first rapier hit goes wide, but the next one you're able to connect right into its chest as it screams out in a bit of pain from getting the hit. You see as the form that it's in as Lapis begins to shimmer and kind of waver as you get a pretty decent hit on it. Anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back since they can't hit me now.
Yeah. All right. Nero, you're up.
Ever since Tate pointed out the tattoo being wrong, Nero has been preparing a spell. He has the ability to one of my abilities is Careful Spell. So I can choose up to 4 participants to not be affected by a spell that I cast. And I'm going to choose the 4 of us. Well, Well, the 4, not me, I should say, because there's
Yeah.
5 of us. But I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level directly at the doppelganger.
Ooh, all right, go for it. That is a save on my end. So give me 1 moment. DC 15.
Ah,
It's still going to take half damage, right, from it, I believe?
Yep.
Okay.
takes half damage and gets pushed 10 feet back.
All right. So it's going to take 7 damage from that. It's still feeling a little bit rattled by it. You also see that the table that you're sitting on, due to that thunder wave, kind of get blasted up against the wall. You see below the table where it was standing a trap door that Racine mentioned to you all.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. That was exactly to plan. I definitely meant for that to happen. So.
Anything else you'd like to do?
He's gonna hide the look of shock on his face as he sees the door, remembering that she said that. Like, hey, points to it.
All right. Cool. Ednus, you're up.
Got to remember that I was muted.
Mm-hmm.
Edness will follow the suit of throwing spells at the doppelganger and will cast a higher level guiding bolt.
Ooh. Oh, that is definitely going to hit for 21 points of damage. Wow. You see as it gets hit with this guiding bolt and begins to glow in that radiating light. It is an odd light tinted with the blood and ichor as it's bleeding out. It is not looking good after that hit. That was a pretty freaking solid hit. Anything else you would like to do?
Let's see. Position myself between her and the doppelganger in the door.
So right around like here?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right.
So they have a flesh pump to go through to get to that trap door.
Fantastic. All right. It is the doppelganger's turn next, so it's gonna run up to you, Ednus, and attempt to hit you with just its slam attack. Give me 1 second. I need to check something.
And we got the effects of a long rest before getting here, correct?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's actually going to take 2 slam attacks against you since it gets 2. 17 is going to miss. So it's going to try again. Yep. 22 will hit you.
Yep.
So you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it goes for a slam with its fist. You're able to duck under it, but it brings down its next arm and slams you right on your noggin. And I see Eden's already ready with the guided bolt.
Don't use that one. I was hitting a button and it didn't.
I was gonna say, keep in mind, it is
already glowing, and that's what I was
already
going
glowing, so you would get the advantage on it. So.
Okay, I'll cast it again to do the advantage. But yes, I was planning on casting guiding bolt.
It is your turn, so
there we go. Okay, so we'll hit it again. Try again. No.
So no, your guiding bolt ends up going wide past him as he's able to duck out of the way at the last moment. Anything else for you?
That was my first level. Hold on. Marking that spell. Bonus action. That's a good question. I don't think I can do what I need to do as a bonus action. No. No, I cannot. So I will move. Like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to just move over here to give myself a better angle. I will say that was why it didn't hit, because I had to make sure I didn't hit any of you guys. That's what it was.
You
Yeah,
had to have it like weave through everybody to get to him. So
that's it.
Okay, we'll give it that.
The better one was you're distracted by the fact that Nero pointed out the trapdoor, and then you walked away from it.
No,
Yeah.
it's good. It's all good.
All right. So Meek is gonna take his turn next. And it's gonna just try to swing with its longsword at the doppelganger, and it's gonna hit for 8 points of damage. Apparently, I roll better for Kel than Kel's able to roll, so you know you.
I was just thinking that.
Oh boy. Yeah, the doppelganger is still standing though, just barely, but is still standing. Tate, you're up.
All right, we're sticking with the tried and true.
Go for it. $18 will hit. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
So as Meek comes in with his attack and like the doppelganger is focused on him, Tate is gonna kind of like hug around like behind it and then just kind of like slit its throat like right there while he's attacking it.
Oh, you get behind it and you go and you slit its throat as you see the form that was in with Lapis kind of just dissipates into the grotesque figure of a doppelganger before it falls to the ground lifeless. All right, that'll take us out of initiative. You got a trapdoor here. You begin to hear commotions coming from inside the rest of the tavern there.
Got it.
So you hear as Racine pointed out to you when you first got here, a lot of them were spies of Vecna. So yeah, there's a lot of commotion going on out there. And you have a trap door in front of you. What are y'all doing?
So,
Edness is using one of the tables to barricade the door.
I was thinking that too. Let's get something in front of the door to just so that it'll just gives them more time. And then
Tate, loot the doppelganger.
Doppelganger doesn't have anything on it.
It's not gonna have that. So let's go. Let's go. I kind of like start ushering people to ushering like a mom because that's what I am. Out, out. Let's go, 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 go. And yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, just I'll try to. I doubt we're going to be able to get the table back over it without causing too much of an issue. But we're fine. We're thinking quickly, on our feet. Let's go. So I just come down last. I'll be last.
Yeah, not to sound too cravenly, but Nero's gonna be like, "You don't gotta tell me twice," and just right into the door.
I mean, there's like a bar full of people that just watch this happen, right?
No,
No.
you're
We're
in your
in.
private VIP room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And don't forget to take your gems that you
Yeah.
got as a reward.
Take the gems. Yeah, we will take the gems.
If there's any sitting on the table, Tate will grab them.
Yeah. Don't forget the money.
It's the most important part.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming everybody's jumping down the hole.
Yes.
Cool.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is there any barrels of alcohol?
No, not really. That's would be more down in the storeroom. This is like just more of a private room for serving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there might be a few bottles of like wine or champagne or the kind that are in room preset, but besides that, no.
Nothing to ignite the room. Got it.
No, not really. Cool. So you head down into the tunnel. The tunnel winds through pretty straightforward. There's not really many turns.
Oh.
There aren't any multiple directions you
By
can
the way,
go.
Riku,
Yeah.
as we close the trapdoor behind us, Edness will use a hammer and a couple of pins to do a makeshift lock on the door to help make sure we're not followed.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can definitely do that. That'll make things a little bit more secure. Eventually, at the end of the tunnel, you come to a ladder that leads upwards. You can see a bit of light, feel a little bit of air from the top of the tunnel, from the top of the ladder, where it appears to be kind of like a sewer grate. But with that, you can also hear commotion from outside, as if there were people outside as well. So what are you all up to?
Is there any way we can like Ninja Turtle style kind of peek, like lift the sewer grate up and peek?
You can. I will have you make a stealth check.
He's gonna see the sewer grate and he's gonna be like, "Tate, you should totally peek up there."
Because of course.
Sure, no problem.
Because Tate is the stealthiest of us.
Leave it to me.
Guidance. You have a D4.
Good call. Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh. I think Tate has an inflated idea of what his skills really are.
So for those of you who didn't catch it, that was a natural one. So even with the the guidance, that's not going to work out.
But as far as he knows, he's doing awesome.
Yeah. So you get up there and you completely misjudge how heavy this sewer grate is. And as you go to like, give it all your might to push up on it, you just fling it open. You see that it had like a fake rock on top of it to hide it. And it opens up and just crashes on the ground where it's at.
As soon as that happens, he's gonna like look. Is it a ladder?
Yes.
He's gonna look down the ladder and go shh, like it was their fault.
Nero's gonna be sitting down there going like,
You quickly look up and you see a few folks dressed in like Vecna armor garb start looking around as if they just heard something. I'll give you a moment to react before anything else happens.
Tay's gonna be like, shit. I think we need to go now.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion to create an illusion of the sewer cover there, like it was never moved.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
No,
Although
we're
We're all
at this,
crawling through this closed sewer grate.
yeah, it does.
I wait for him to drop back down. I'm just gonna sewer grate.
All right. Cool. As Kate, you're able to quickly look around. You see about 10 different people, different of Vecna's army out patrolling the streets. You were able to see some shadows in some of the buildings too of others patrolling around as well. There are a lot of people here looking for you and others before you're able to drop down again. And for the minor illusion, let's see. Let's see if they are able to see through it. That's an investigation check.
That against my spell save DC, which is 14.
So they look over and they see a sewer grate. They fully believe it. So you've bought yourself time for now.
but they're not. They're kind of patrolling.
Yes,
say?
they're patrolling around the streets. They're a little bit more high alert now. But yeah, there's about 10 of them in the streets. And potentially more in the buildings around. There's like 4 different buildings right where you're at the crossroads.
He's gonna be sitting there like this, holding the imaginary or the illusion of a sewer grate in place, and be like, "I can only do this for a minute, guys. We got to have an idea. We need a plan."
Mm.
I have an idea. It's not necessarily a good one, but I got one.
We're all ears. I don't
Just to
have
give
ears.
it some extra space, I can cast like thaumaturgy on like one of my ball bearings and make it look like it's fireworks and throw it.
It's like a distraction?
Yeah,
Distraction, yeah, so we can move around.
Okay.
but we'd have to move quickly up this ladder.
I just meant once everybody's up the ladder, so we can move around.
Okay. Okay.
Anyone else have any better ideas?
No.
We
My
don't
ideas
have
are-
time to think.
My ideas are currently self-preservation, so which is Mr. Stepping away. But but
I could do the vortex warp trick again. I would send us 90 feet in any direction once we get up there. But I only have 2 more second level spell slots left, so I can only do 2 people.
let's not do that. Let's try to distract and run. If nothing else, we can. I wish I had. I have a different character. I needed this guy self, but that's a different character. But yeah, I think that's the best thing, to like distract and try to get away. It's the only thing I could think of.
Okay, so are we coordinating this? I'll drop the illusion and we all sprint up there?
Right.
Okay, let me know when you
So
guys are ready.
We'll get on the ladder. I guess Nero first.
Let me go first since I slow us down.
Okay. So
Or you're going to be the one to get us spotted. One of the two.
Well, you pretty much have two basically walking, clanking things of armor.
Why don't you
So-
guys go that way, and the rest of us will go that way?
So nothing says great idea like splitting the party.
Mostly joking.
Hmm?
Mostly joking.
Oh, okay. Don't often get humor. I don't think that was a good joke. Anywho,
It was supposed to be a bad joke.
Mhm.
I do think we should move. So let us move.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna have all 4 of you make a stealth check. This is gonna be a group check
Okay.
to see how noticeable you are coming out of this.
Oh boy.
That's much better for Tate.
And I add a D4.
Mhm.
I mean, after that last stealth roll, there was only up.
So I will say that despite the clanking, you're able to stick to the shadows and at this moment are undetected. As you lean up against one of the buildings, maybe like behind like a couple barrels that are there before coming out. As I mentioned, you see about 10 different agents patrolling the streets, armed with scimitars.
Oh.
Looking through some of the buildings, you
Oh.
see people with covered masks, holding hand crossbows. You see a couple of more leader-like people who you would think more like the cult fanatic type. And you also see one basically leading the pack that is dressed very similarly to the guy that recognized Meek a few weeks ago. That almost fireballed you all into oblivion.
In
So-
one turn.
In one turn. So as you look around, you see all of that.
Are
By the
there
way, Riku,
Mm-hmm.
I would make sure the sewer grate and Brock is back in place.
Okay, that's fine.
is
Hey, do we still have those outfits that we stole from the cultists?
Indeed, we do.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have a plan. What if we all dress up as the cultists and
I think. How many cultists were there when we were down in that pit? Weren't there like 5 of them?
yeah,
So
the only one that would stand out would be Meek, really.
well, we would have 4 because we didn't take the one because it had too many holes in it.
Okay, yeah, fair. Whose fault is that?
And
It was a team effort.
As
not to be that person, but the guy leading them all would recognize all of us.
as you are all here discussing this, you see as the area around you begins to darken. Very recognizable of a darkness spell. You see the guards all looking around very confused as well as this is happening. Within the darkness, Tate, you feel a quick tap on your shoulder as you hear a voice say, "This way, follow me." And you recognize the voice of the guy who convinced you to do the heist.
He's like, "What the shit?"
He said, "Shh, just hang on to my shoulder. Follow me.
Just me?
No, all of you. Duh.
I have a passive perception of 17. Can I
Yeah,
hear
but you're also in complete darkness.
Perception is also hearing.
True. Yeah, you all hear this. You all can clearly hear this being said, but he is saying it directly to Tate.
Okay.
Quick question, because I can't remember. The Twilight cleric's dark vision, it can't see through magic darkness,
No.
correct?
That is correct.
No, it cannot. It is just, it's basically dark vision of
Okay.
300 feet. Yeah. I think only like the warlock that has that umbral sight or something, and that's not right.
The Devil's Sight, I believe it is.
Devil sight, yeah, can see through magical darkness.
Yeah. I couldn't remember for sure. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah. Okay, it's not that yet. Anyway. Okay, so let's follow.
Or
Yeah,
as
when he
best
does
y'all
that,
can.
I'll hit him with a caw.
All right. So
I hear Tate's caw.
he leads you all out
It's
to
a
the
cacophony.
edge. Yeah. And leads you basically to the edge of the darkness. He doesn't step out of the darkness, but basically leads you all out into it and essentially says, continue running straight. That'll bring you to where you need to go. I'll hold him off while y'all get away.
Thank you.
Never pegged you for the hero type. You have our respect and honor.
He goes, I'm just here for the chaos.
It's the best answer to that.
Yeah.
And
you see, as when he moves away, he eventually does dispel the darkness. As you see his figure there, holding a great sword. That is radiating with eldritch energy. Very indicative of a Hexblade warlock. As he's ready to basically 1v all of these people. Tate, a bit of familiarity when you finally see his face, because you didn't see, he was kind of in like a trench coat, kind of hiding his face the first time when you met him. He basically, when the darkness disappears, he takes off that trench coat. He's in like almost like a punk style armor wearing this. Is also a tiefling. And you notice on his greatsword, embedded in it is the insignia of the Fateless. However, it has been clearly attempted to be scratched off or scratched through it. And you recognize for a moment this person a bit from your past, potentially as an ally from your past.
Totally forgot to get back to you on that again. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. we can deal with it later. But no, this is in the moment. You're like, wait a minute, I know him.
So it looks like I'm not the only one that got out.
But right now, you have other things you need to work.
Run. So I run. Like
Cool. Yeah, you all run, and eventually, you make it to the Amber Hulk. The Amber Hulk is kind of like an old storehouse, kind of, right on the edge of town. You do see that it's boarded up. There are crossboards against every door, every window, all over. But you do make it there.
Okay. It said Racine said to deliver the gemstone. Go to the Amber Hawk near the river gate, and then deliver the rain gemstone to the rain giant Zephyros. But that's in Tribor.
Yes. Kind of cluing that this is your way out of Mirabar.
Right. Okay. How do we get in?
Can do an investigation, see if we can find a loose board or unlocked door.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, actually.
Can I jump in on that too?
Sure.
I will guide.
Nat 20.
Never mind.
Yes. So Nero, you're looking around and you notice a strange shape within a nearby shrub.
That's interesting. He's gonna kind of open the shrub up a little bit to see if he can see the shape better.
You found a crowbar.
Hey! He's gonna pick it up and kind of swing it around his hand. Like, anyone want to take a crack at it? No? Cool, me. He's gonna right into the wood.
All right, yeah. You go ahead and you start breaking the wood. You see that without really any effort, you're able to break off these boards to get the door basically unboarded. And as you get the last board off, right next to you in the door, a crossbow bolt lands. And with it so close, you can even see as a green liquid is kind of dripping off of it.
Oh, shit.
You then hear from behind you all, well, I didn't expect to see you all here, let alone alive.
Contact.
And as you turn around, you spot 4 familiar figures. A Yanti with flowing red hair, a dwarf that looks like its beard was just on fire, a zombie dressed peculiarly in a butler's outfit,
No.
and a blonde-haired wizard with a very egotistical smile.
Oh.
The demo dragons from your
Oh.
time at the academy are standing before you, and all 4 of them wearing insignias of Vecna.
Oh, look, it's Vecna's little bitches.
I fucking hate this place.
You know, I
You
never
said
liked
that
you
out
guys.
loud.
Well, you didn't
I-
have to come out to this place. Y'all could have just died like you were supposed to.
Don't think that
Okay.
was the point.
We did die, and then we were rebirthed in those weird tube things. So
Wait,
Yeah, but you weren't supposed to make it out.
but that's not an us problem.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
in no
that sounds
position.
that sounds like a you problem.
That sounds
Well-
like an upper management problem.
yeah. We kind of
Can I speak to your
underestimated
manager?
we kind of underestimated the Iconics and their strength. We thought they were going to wipe the floor with you. But made our jobs a little easier. But all the same, now we can take care
See-
of business.
The funny thing about that is he's gonna cast Thunderbolt at second level at them and just like get inside.
What are you casting?
Thunderwave.
Thunderwave. All right.
Again.
All right. Let's see how he does. Because you would actually hit. How wide is Thunderwave?
Let me pull it up here. Each creature within a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to spend another sorcery point to make sure all of my people are good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll be able to hit Draken and the zombie. You won't be able to hit the other two, just because of how they're standing.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that's fine. That is a Constitution saving throw for Draken.
No, come
He's
on.
gonna save.
Still
What
takes
is that
11 damage.
name?
And Potter.
Draken
Zombie.
Killjoy. That's a great name.
Yep.
Yes. And of course, the fucking zombie is named Potter. Yeah! Fuck you,
The
Potter.
zombie takes full damage. So the zombie is gonna
Fuck Potter.
take the full 11 damage.
22.
Oh yeah, the full 22 damage.
Yep.
Damn. And Draken is gonna take 11. They are both pushed back 10 feet though. But y'all are gonna try to run inside, you said?
I'm telling them to, but whether they do or not is up to them.
Okay.
Yeah, as we're backing up, I'm gonna pull 2 of my plethora of daggers and throw them at the other 2.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack for both of them. And now you can see all 4 of them up there.
Ah.
One will hit, the other will miss. Who do you want to hit?
The wizard.
Well, the other 2 standing on either side is the warlock or the assassin.
Oh, fuck the assassin.
Okay. So you shoot, you throw it at Halazar.
And then on the way backing in, I'm going to pull the bolt out of the door.
Okay.
I will, because I know he's taking damage. I'm gonna toll the dead on Mr. Draken, because fuck Draken.
Fuck Draken.
Fuck Draken. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
Language. Mom, language.
He's gonna save.
That's fine. It was a passive, like,
yeah,
bong and just run
but
inside.
You do see they're a little bit rattled from your sudden attacks, giving you just amount of time to get into the door. When you get inside, you do see there is a locking mechanism. There are barrels and stuff within there.
Okay, let's lock it.
Before closing the door, Ednus will leave something to keep them busy.
All right. Cool. So as you get inside, you close the door, you barricade it as best as you can. And then as you're in this area, give me a second. You see as a few of the random rocks begin to kind of rise up into a monstrous elemental form. And you hear it begin to try to speak to you in Primordial. Do any of you know how to speak Primordial? You do? So, Nero, you hear it trying to say to you, what is the safe phrase? What is the safe phrase? And it's like repeating that over and over and over.
Nero's gonna freeze. And he's like, crap.
Terranoxia.
What was that?
Terranoxia.
Terranoxia.
And you see as you say that, it nods its head and goes and sits on the floor, completely sedated.
Nero was gonna sigh and then walk over and hug Eden.
Fantastic. All right. So
You're
yeah,
lucky
you're
I
in
have a
this.
good memory. Do I have a good memory? I don't know. Anyway.
I may not have said every syllable, but I got most of it. It was fine.
Atu, Verata, yeah.
So yeah, you are now in this building. The earth elemental is quiet. You hear as the demo dragons are like banging on the door trying to force their way in.
Really
Yeah.
quick, I'm gonna walk up to the earth elemental and be like, I don't want to. I'm not a shit starter, but those guys out there, like as they were attacking us, mind you, we did nothing wrong. As they were attacking us, they said out of the blue, earth elementals are shit. I just want to let you know that. Like, if that was me, I wouldn't stand for it. But I'm just letting you know
that
that's
in Primordial?
Yeah, I'm speaking to him Primordial.
He doesn't really respond back. He just kind of nods. Like if it's one of those, like, if they were to walk in here, they'd get fucked up.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah.
Really weird of him to say out of the blue, but like, hey.
Yep. No, perfectly fine.
I don't judge. Seemed kind of odd.
And we're probably hearing the periodical whack of a spiritual weapon hitting one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, you're
By
in this
the way,
building.
the spiritual weapon would be focusing on the zombie.
Okay. But yeah, you are you're standing in this storehouse. You're looking around. What are you doing?
We assumed that there would be a way out of here in here. So we're kind of looking around for either words or uh-oh.
Oh.
That was our DM.
What happens when
Am
the
I the
DM
DM
jumps
now?
ship?
Oh crap.
Oh, did he
I'm not
disconnect?
DM anymore.
Uh-oh.
Your DM will be back shortly.
Well, I guess this is a good time to get more water real quick.
There you go. There you go.
Hi, sorry about that. I was looking for something on my that I need to share with you all soon, and I accidentally exited out of the browser. My apologies.
I've never done that. I can't understand how someone would.
Well, at least I run alchemy in the native app, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Anywho,
I've literally closed conversations at work, full on like having a conversation with someone and hitting a button and just doo-doo, and have to call back. It's great. Anyway.
Anywho, yeah. So what are y'all up to?
I was trying to look to see if there is anything in this room, building, wherever we are, to like, because this was sort of we knew where we need to go. I'm just trying to figure out how we get out of here to get where we need to go. Is there a teleportation circle? Is there a
Trap door?
a
Go ahead.
trapdoor, a something.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
Guidance.
Thank you. Check. And then D4. 12.
Yeah. So what you find in the back of the building, you find a small crack that's just wide enough for you to exit out through the wall and through a set of vines out of the city. And then right in front of that crack, you see a sack that seems to be containing things.
There's a sack in front of a crack.
Yes.
Okay, making sure I'm sorry.
Yeah. No.
That's
It's
fine.
fine. I call briefly, like I kind of whisper loudly, Mom. Yeah, you know my voice. Like, it's not quite mom voice. It's like a couple of levels below mom voice, but it's that like, I need you. I need your attention.
Mhm.
It's teacher 1, 2, 3. All eyes on me. Like, just I need you guys.
Edness looks over, acknowledges what Eden's doing, and goes, "I'll cover our rear."
Got it.
And reaches into her, or Edness reaches into their special bag and pulls out a bean.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
All right. What are you doing with that bean?
As we get through the cracks, Edness will make sure they're the last one out.
Okay. Okay.
Upon leaving the crack, right amongst the vines, Edness will plant the bean.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D100. But when we get to that, are you all going through the crack?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
will go through the crack and I'll grab the sack.
Okay. So you do notice in the sack, there are 2 potions of greater healing, a spell scroll of lesser restoration, and a map of the Sword Coast. So if you do check your handouts in alchemy, you'll see the map of the Sword Coast in your handouts there too. I'll also post it in our Discord chat for you to view. But otherwise, that's what is all in that sack.
Ooh.
And it could be very telling about some of the changes that have happened to the Sword Coast since.
Mm.
But anyway, Edness, just need a D100 to find out what happens to that bean.
Yep. Okay.
$21. An animate, immobile stone statue in your likeness rises from the beam. It makes verbal threats against you. If you leave it and others come near, it describes you as the most heinous of villains and directs the newcomers to find and attack you. If you are on the same plane of existence as the statue, it knows where you are. The statue becomes
Oh,
inanimate after 24 hours.
oh my God.
I was thinking the worst thing could
Oh,
be
that
every
was
time
not the
things-
result that was possible.
That was not the result you wanted.
Nope, I was hoping for it. Anything other than that would have been helpful.
Well, you better hope they don't find the statue. But it'll take a minute for it to actually grow, so you have a minute to get away before it starts yelling at you.
I'm assuming he yells at
But
him
I
in
realized-
his voice.
Yes.
It's like, fuck. Let's go.
All right. Eventually, you are able to make it away from the city. And you are now back on the roads of the Sword Coast. After a little bit, things are quiet, and you seem to have made a successful escape. But now, you have a map, and you have a mission.
Yep.
What's next for you all? What do you want to do? It's still like, I would say, like afternoonish. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. I found where Mirabar is on the map. I'm just trying to figure out where we were. It doesn't look pleasant looking at the map. There's a lot of fire.
There is a lot of fire. So Mirabar, for those if you're still looking at, is in the north, right
I see it now.
at the top of the yellow dotted
Yes.
road.
So we've got a bit of time and travel to get to Mirabar, or Tribor.
Yeah.
Um. Eden's like looking at the map and thinking, we don't know anything about the world that we're currently in. I mean, we have an idea, obviously. It's pretty fucking shitty. But they're just like realizing that this is going. They've had some safety in a ways with being in Mirabar and being with the you know, the organization we've been with, but now we're kind of, for now, on our own. So they're just like, hopefully they will be able to protect everybody.
How's everybody else feeling in this new situation? Now that you're safe and can breathe a little bit more.
Nero is looking at the map. He kind of borrows it from Eden and surprises himself with how quickly he finds Waterdeep, that it's still on the map. And a strange pang of concern for his family that he's never felt before. Usually he just wants to get as far from them as possible, but now he's kind of worried that something happened, and he has a lot of siblings that Vecna could hurt, so yeah, he's gonna like fold the map back up and hand it back to Eden.
Oh, okay.
So, where was it again we're supposed to go to?
Tribor. So it is southeast ish from where we're currently. And we're gonna there's a yellow road
Mhm.
leading that way, and we'll pass through a couple of cities potentially.
So we're supposed to follow the yellow brick road.
That's one way to look at it. Yeah.
So follow the. He's kind of looking
We
around.
don't.
He's like, no.
We don't have
Okay.
a wizard.
You don't have a wizard.
Don't have a wizard.
What am I, chopped liver?
You're a sorcerer. You didn't get
And
your
that's
power through.
worse.
I didn't say that.
That's what you implied. This is like a.
I am a warforged. I do not imply.
All I'm saying is I don't need a little book to remember my spells. They're all up here. So, saying, take a wizard's book away from him. He's useless. Can't take my brain away from me.
I mean,
What brain?
If we have
He's
learned
gonna shoot a
anything,
look at Edna's.
if we have learned anything, there are things like that. That doppelganger was literally was talking about tearing our minds from us.
Yeah, and then I
saying.
hit him with a thunder wave that I memorized. You're welcome.
We don't have to do this every time. Don't need to have this argument every time. You're a great sorcerer. Congratulations.
That sounded a little facetious, but I'll take it.
I feel like that was a little bit of a backhanded compliment.
That was the whole backhand. That was wrist to fingers.
If you have learned anything about Eden,
How about
Eden
we stop at the unnecessary pissing contest?
I don't piss.
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I feel the uncontrollable urge to link arms with you guys and start skipping.
Oh, lordy.
After all, that statue will lead them to us. We don't have time for this.
That statue will lead them to you. Not.
Which will lead them to you as well.
Is this a bad time to bring up that splitting the party conversation again?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's move on and try to get some distance.
I can go the distance.
That's a different movie.
So what are y'all
to find
doing?
where I belong?
So what's the plan? Where are y'all headed? What are y'all doing?
Looking at the map, the next city is Xanthral's Keep.
Okay.
Do we want to go there? I can't with y'all.
Is there a way we can get there without avoiding the cities? Because I have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to be looking for us in every city.
I mean, we can go off map or off the road, but there's the Lurkwood to our. If we can go into the Lurkwood, and skip that city, and I literally see on the map "keep out liches" in the near the Neverwinter Woods. So I don't know if we want to avoid the city there. So I don't.
I'm
We'll go where we need to
going.
go.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of a hint. The the chances of you running into other forces on the road slash into cities are gonna be low. Um, a lot of their concentration is on Mirabar right now.
Right.
So the farther you are from Mirabar, the safer you are, regardless of
Perfect.
where you go or if you go to another city.
Perfect. So let's just make our way to. And I have to find Xanthral's Keep. I don't know that city.
Can
Okay.
I do a history check to see if I've been there before?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
There's a 15.
15. All right. Let me see what I have for your information. You you are aware of this village. It is pretty fortified. So you are aware of more so rumors that it has bought protection from a it has bought protection to help with the city and has been paying like taxes to them. You're not really too sure about what group they are paying to or what group they've given this agreement to, but for a small village, it's a lot more fortified than maybe it should be for a village that size. But otherwise, it's your normal village. Nothing really
Uh,
to write home about.
I
can we
conveyed that to
gauge
the rest
how
of the
many?
group.
Can we gauge how many days travel it would be to get to said village?
For the sake of this, I'm gonna say it's gonna take you one long rest, one sleep. I'm gonna say so. You're basically gonna have to camp out for the evening, and then about a half day to a 3/4 day walk will get you to Xanthral's Keep.
Okay. Ennis will recommend that we uh, take a longer route because of the beam. Make it look like we're gonna pass the keep, and then once the allotted amount of time that we need to buy has gone by, we actually change our direction and go to the village.
So go farther than double back. Is that what you're
Or
saying?
we just go veer off a way and just take a slower time.
Well, if we veer off, we're either going into the Lurkwood or we're going into the Crags. So, if we're doing that, which direction should we go?
Probably the crags. kind of rocky, and they would think that would be using my knowledge of that kind of terrain to get us through.
What do you guys think? Should we just head straight forward, or should we veer off?
My concern with veering off course is we genuinely don't know what's in those areas. This obviously is a well-known, well-worn road pathway, and worst case scenario, if the demo dragons, with the aid of the statue, are somehow able to catch up to us, which I don't know if they will, we'll at least we won't have to worry about where we are, along with worrying about them coming.
Well, like I was saying, after I saw the map, the Xantharl's Keep is pretty fortified, and they do have protection there. So
Yeah,
maybe the sooner we get there, the better.
that's also an option.
Yep. My biggest concern is we don't know who they're getting protection from.
As long as it's not Vecna, we should be okay.
When
This
you
means
remember
protection
it,
from Vecna.
yeah, it's the protection you remember was pre-Vecna.
Pre-Vecna?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe like Zentarim or something along those lines. So either way, though, like we have money, and money talks in those instances. So I'll happily pay mine first, if we need to.
Okay.
A couple gold and a couple palms goes a long way sometimes.
I'm willing to risk it. I'm just being concerned about a delay tactic on a run.
Fair. Sometimes.
Worst case, we could always kill everybody.
There's always that.
I'm not saying that's the best choice. Just saying it's a choice.
That's
The more we kill,
that's my favorite quote of
the
the
stronger Vecna becomes.
But on the flip side of that, to be fair, the more we kill, the stronger we get too. So
Also true.
XP farming.
Milestone farming.
quick, you know where we can find a shitload of rats?
Good lord.
No.
I know
no.
where
I
we
mean,
can find some rats.
you know where there's a ton of zombies.
God.
All right. So y'all are up to Xantharl's Keep.
We'll make our way to Xantharl's Keep. Yes,
Cool.
That's the plan.
Yep.
All right. So you begin to make your way. As I mentioned, the road is seems pretty safe. Maybe a couple wolves here and there, but nothing really of too much danger to you all. You can tell there's definitely a difference in the air from when you've walked through these type of areas than before, because they are so vacant, because of the change in the atmosphere of what has transpired. Keeps you a little bit on edge, but it's something that eventually you're able to get used to, that this is the state of the world now. It's just the weather, you know? As you continue down the road, up a little bit ahead, you spot somebody sitting on the ground on the side of the road that seems to be like, it looks like they're organizing cards. From your distance, you can't really tell who they are or what they are. But you can see that like they're looking down and like organizing something. What? What?
It's a trap.
Don't hate the player. I love that. So I do have a deck of cards on me, a playing card set. Well, walk up to him and see if see if he has the same cards I do, and if he does, I offer to play a game with him.
So as you walk up and you get closer, you notice the cards that this humanoid is playing around with aren't your traditional playing cards. These are actually cards that you've never seen before. As you look at the humanoid using the cards, they're very short in nature. They're wearing like regular clothes, blue hair, glasses. Oh, and they're a goblin. Who sees you approach, looks up at you and go, "Oh, hello. Who are you?"
Hi, I'm Nero. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Oliver. But my tribe usually calls me Fight.
Fight?
Yeah, they kind of named me that as a joke because I don't like fighting.
There's no shame in that.
No, but hey, running is sometimes a good strategy. That's why I'm here, and they're not.
I mean, they're not in this area, or they're not alive.
They're not alive. I'm the only survivor of my clan.
He's going to turn to Tate and just give him big puppy dog eyes. And he doesn't even need message for Tate to hear the, "Can we keep him?"
Oh no! Oh god! Oh
If you can figure out a way to swing it and keep him alive, sure.
He's just like, thumbs up, turns back. So, what kind of cards you got there, Fight?
no! Oh dear!
Oh,
Is it okay if I call you Fight?
sure. Yeah, you can call me Fight. You can call me Ollie. However you wish to address. So these are actually my own game I created. It's called Arcana the Conclave.
Arcana the Conclave.
Yes.
I totally called it in chat.
I don't think I've ever played that. Could you explain it to me?
Oh yeah. So there's all of these cards that have different spells. You could summon monsters, and you basically fight one-on-one. You have like certain amount of hit points, and you have to like get the other person down to 0. And it's all these different creatures and spells you can cast, and each one has different abilities. So I could teach you real quick. I have other decks we could play.
Oh my god! He didn't walk by. That sounds like a money sink, and just walks.
Yeah, but the artwork's pretty cool.
Okay. So yeah, absolutely. He's gonna kind of sit down, cross-legged, and sit across from him, see if he can learn how to play this game.
Awesome.
Oh dear!
Nero, there's people chasing after us.
Yeah, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna talk to Fight real quick.
I'll wait here with him. We'll be fine.
So
I just said. Never mind.
so he goes ahead and starts.
You could bring him with us.
he's showing you the different cards in your deck. He's showing you how to summon a creature, play spells, and all of this stuff. Yes, if you're familiar with this out there, this is Magic the Gathering. Hence name Arcana the Conclave. All of the fun puns in this module. And so after a while you begin to get it, and he basically gets ready to play the game. So this is how we're gonna do this. Just for a fun little mini game. This is going to be very simple and very quick. We're going to roll contested intelligence rolls. And essentially, best 3 out of 5 wins the match. Is going to consider it. And we can go ahead and narrate it.
Okay.
So
he's going to get his hand. He's remembering all the rules and steps that he told him. He's like, okay, let's go ahead and start. Who goes first?
I could go first, so I can show you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So he's gonna start playing. He plays what would be equivalent to a land, and he goes ahead and puts out like this little mouse creature. So I am going to go ahead and do his intelligence check. He's getting mana screwed right now.
Just a handful of like 5 to 10 mana casting creatures.
You could
Nothing
see
else.
you could see him sweating of like, oh no, I screwed up.
Nero's thinking back to when he used to play cards with his family, and he would just kind of like backhand deal against people. He'd like, okay.
Tate is totally like crisscross applesauce, like right next to him.
Yeah.
And he's watching like as they're playing the cards.
Nice.
Like completely enthralled.
Fantastic. Eventually he essentially says, all right, it's your turn. Let's see what you can do.
Okay. Let me draw my card. And he's just going to put down a mana, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is starting pretty good. I would say that you could do something technically better than that because you rolled better than him.
True. Okay, so assuming summoning sickness doesn't exist here, he's gonna put out another small creature. Looks like a little like green imp.
Yeah.
He's just like, little green guy. Puts it down.
Oh, okay. Cool. So he's gonna go ahead. He's gonna draw and. he draws and he goes, oh yeah. So he goes ahead and he plays another land, and then he plays another creature that allows him to summon another land from his deck. And then he uses the rest of his mana to play one of his bigger creatures. And now he has like a board of 3 creatures, and it goes, this is turning out good.
You're good at this game. You're
I
very
mean, he
good.
created it. So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And then he intensely attacks you with your creatures, does some hit points damage. So, yep, it's your turn.
Eden will like look at will stand behind Nero and like put their hands on the back and go, "You've got this," and I will give you a quick guidance so you have it.
This is the most important guidance I've ever gotten. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, then I'm going to use that guidance.
Oh yeah.
D4, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So 19.
19. You basically look through your hand. You can't counter what he's done, but you're able to do. I would say you're able to do something that would be able to recover a little bit of life points.
Okay. So not bad, not bad. Okay, could have been better.
Yep.
Okay, you can go ahead and your turn.
Okay. Let's see what he does. He looks through and he goes, still getting mana screwed. As he looks at his cards, he goes, I can't really play anything else, so I'm just going to attack. So go ahead and you roll.
Yep. Okay.
I'll give you another guidance.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay, might as well.
I don't think it'll help.
Immediately using it.
Oh,
Nope,
well.
that's an 8. I appreciate it.
You said it was best 3 out of 5, right?
It's best. I'm going to do best 3 out of 5 for these rolls. So right now it's 2 to Oliver, 1 to Nero.
Okay.
It's like,
and so you again don't really have anything to counter it.
Intrigued. They are looking like, like looking at the little creatures and looking at the pictures and like wondering if there's a like higher origin to like where all of these creatures and things come from. Is there like a mythology? Just think. Please don't.
I would say looking at them, a lot of the creatures emulate creatures that you know of in the world. Like it's very inspired by the world that they're in. You look at some of the cards that he might have spewed out on the floor just next to him as he was like building decks. You see names of like some famous adventurers. You see the names of spells that you're familiar with. You see that he conveniently left out a fireball spell. He also left out the spell fling because his friends would have him play that and then throw him. He's a bit trauma.
Poor little guy.
He was really bullied by his clan.
This little guy has been waiting for this moment his whole life.
Yes. Yes. All right. He's gonna go. He rolls and he goes, and he like looks at the cards like, I hate to do this on your first time playing, but
it's okay.
Go ahead and roll for me first, because if you crit, I will give you something to counter it.
Is there any way that Tate would be able to like fix the cards to where like it would be able to give him some kind of advantage?
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Guidance.
Oh, 100%.
Totally stacking the deck.
All right. Nero, go ahead and re-roll that int.
And you have a guidance from Edness.
Please be good. No, gosh. That's karma.
Kate, you don't understand the cards that well, and you put you accidentally put a token on the top of his deck instead of an actual card.
I'm gonna cast message and be like, I cheated so well for you to drop the ball.
And Nero, you actually end up playing the token, thinking that it's a good card. And he goes,
yeah.
And Oliver goes, how'd that end up in your deck?
You handed it to me, so.
Oh. Well, that's not a real card. You could go ahead and draw again.
Are you sure? Because I mean, like,
It doesn't have any stats or anything on it. It's not meant to be played like that.
Tate's gonna flick him in the ear. He said, "Draw again."
Okay. Gonna 12. Okay.
Yeah, you end up drawing another land, and he plays a card that essentially wipes you out. And he goes, "Yeah, I win!" Oh, sorry. I get overexcited.
No, you can celebrate,
dude.
man. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey!
Yeah, there you go.
That was
We're
fun.
gonna cheer. We're cheer as he's cheering. Like that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hey, if you want, you could. I know the deck didn't really work out to you in your advantage, but I could definitely help with it in the future, and you can keep the deck if you want, and we can play again sometime.
Hey, how about this? Why don't you just come along with us and you can teach us while we travel?
Oh. Make a persuasion check.
The mom thinks of the other mom.
Can I give him a
thing.
help action?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm going to consider
Yeah.
it, yeah.
You roll with
Guidance.
advantage.
He goes, well, you all seem pretty strong and fun to be around. Do it? Sure, why not?
I'll even tell you what. Since you won that game, I got your dinner tonight.
Yay. Ooh. You have a kitty cat?
Oh yeah.
As he sees Goblin on your shoulder.
Yeah, this is my best friend. Well, my other best friend. This is Goblin.
Aw, he's a cutie.
Yeah, he's my little guy. He's got a robot crab.
You
Yeah.
have a what?
He's gonna pull Rangoon off his shoulder. He's like, tell you what, he's gonna put it on top of Fight's head. He's like, why don't you hold on to him? Make sure he doesn't get hurt, okay?
Okay. He's like the happiest little goblin you've ever seen. He like has like the heart eyes and is like super, super excited. Like you have made a best friend from life.
But when we get the actual goblin, Meek's not here to witness it.
Of course. Oh, shucks. But yeah, Oliver's gonna join you. You see as you guys get up and get ready to go, he goes, I should probably protect myself. As he puts his cards away, he takes out a different deck of cards, and he's like looking at them, and he goes, this one. As he holds it up to the sky, and you see the card dissipate and surround him in like almost like a just a whole bunch of stars. You all recognize this as the Mage Armor spell. And essentially, he is a wizard, and he uses a deck of cards as his spellbook.
I love it.
That's pretty sick.
He's
That
also a
is genius.
pacifist. So so keep that in mind.
Might ask to borrow some cards in the future.
Sure.
I'll definitely remark on that. Like, hey, that's a really cool way to store your spells. Better than some musty old spell book, am I right?
Oh yeah, this is much
He
cooler.
looks at
I can,
Eden
like,
and looks at Ednus.
I can like take one of the cards and just toss it at someone, and it like holds them, it freezes them in place. He's talking about a hold person.
Do you throw your cards for all your spells?
Not all of them. It depends on the spell. Sometimes I like to put a little flair to them.
Do your eyes glow when you throw them?
No.
Oh,
Do they? Did they glow there? Because he doesn't know because he hasn't seen a mirror.
I'll keep an
I
eye
don't-
on
This is not Gambit.
it. He's about to be.
You'll also see, like, specifically, not just with the mage armor, you'll also see like almost like an egg-shaped barrier around him. He's an abjuration wizard, so he has his arcane ward on now with the mage armor. So he's He's a protection type.
Love it.
So, yay!
It is
You
a
have a
pleasure to meet
goblin.
you, Oliver Fight.
And are you a robot? As he looks at you, Eden.
Yes, in a way. Construct, I think it's the actual term.
They are a robot, but somehow the crab is still cooler.
But this one can talk.
Yeah, but watch this. He does pick Rangoon up and then twists a little lever on his back, and Rangoon turns into a seahorse.
No.
Can you do that, Edie?
We're pretty far away from the sea. What is a seahorse gonna do?
Did you say,
Just say
can you do that?
it transforms. Transforms it back into a crab and puts it back on his head.
Yeah, Eden, can you turn into a seahorse? Yeah, I didn't think so.
I fail to recognize how turning into a seahorse would make something cooler than the one who saves your lives. I'll remember that, Tate.
He then looks over at Ednus and asks, "And who are you?"
Ednus. I also help keep these individuals alive, even though sometimes one of them needs to remember to check his ego.
Yeah,
Was that
Well?
directed at me?
No.
Okay.
Well, pleasure to meet you all. As he gives like a little bit of a bow, and goes, "So, where are y'all headed?"
We were first heading to Xanthar's Keep. We're heading to Xanthar's Keep. I don't say the first part. I say we're heading to Xanthar's Keep.
Oh, the big walled village. I mean, I've never really seen inside. I've been always interested to see what it looks like.
Then we have a similar goal.
Cool! Yay! Yeah. So, y'all head off on your way?
Yes.
Cool. And you continue on your journey to your first destination. Well, at least an intermediary destination, with a goblin in tow that loves card games, whose family is all dead.
Well, he hated him anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. They bullied him. Anywho, so you continue on your way. The night gets dark. You're able to find a place to take a long rest and to camp out for the night. Is there anything any of you wanted to do during the evening before we move on? Or talk to, or however? I'm gonna go and grab myself a drink, so if there's any role-playing y'all want to do between yourselves, feel free to. But yeah, this is your time if there's anything you want to do this evening.
Yeah. Eating will take time, and like will near after fire is set and dinner is created and what have you. They will take time and just kind of look at the map and kind of keep looking at it to get an idea of trying to figure out how long it's going to take to get where we need to go eventually.
Let me take a look at the map again. Because it is going to take, it is quite a journey. Probably a 10-day, probably a week. It is a pretty far journey. So there, as you see, there's 2 different cities along the way. And Oliver tells you that the roads are pretty safe. The roads are pretty quiet these days. So you really shouldn't have too much of a worry. They suggest don't go too far into the woods.
Okay.
Actually, they suggest that as long as you stay on the road, you're pretty safe. Going off the road can cause. There are some odd things out there.
So follow the yellow brick road.
Pretty much. I'm gonna get sick of that accent really quick.
Hey, next time you talk to Greg, ask him about Glabagool.
Oh,
He'll tell you
boy.
all about accents.
I've been wanting to get better on my accents, but that's the high pitched nerdy one is usually the only real good one I can do. I get typecast.
Well, that's because it's easier to do a high pitched version of yourself.
Exactly. I get typecast a lot. Anywho.
Yeah, and then
What can I say? It takes a nerd to know a nerd.
Yeah.
They look over at the map, and then I finally see where Silvery Moon is, and I see a lot of fire, but not on it. It's hard to tell.
Silvery Moon.
It's right above the ever burning.
Yeah, no, it's more the moors that are burning. Silvery Moon is pretty safe-ish. They could probably see all the fire constantly.
Yeah, I see burning fire from my house. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of little bit of a kind of robot sigh. Yeah, a sigh ish.
Yeah.
Just knowing that it is safe ish. It's on a river. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It's got a river on one side and mountains on the other, so they're in pretty good space.
That's right. Okay. All right. That's all that I would have, other than maybe trying to learn the game with Oliver.
Cool. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to pronounce his name. It has an accent in it, so
It looks like it's Olivier.
yeah, Olivier Fight.
Yeah.
Cool.
It looks like Olivier, kind of a Frenchy, which is why when you said when we were saying game, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect because it's Olivier, which I believe is the name of his brother or his father. But anyway, that's X-Men lore. That's one of my favorite things. Anyway.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, anything else anyone wants to do tonight?
I think Nero, after everyone goes to bed, is going to have a moment in his bedroll where anyone that would walk by him would just hear him talking to himself. And he is clearly having a conversation with somebody, but it's like really hushed, really whispered, and it's not so much as him like, oh, like what am I gonna do tomorrow? It's him literally talking to somebody and then no one else talking back. And then him responding and then no one else talking back. And then him just a full on conversation. And it ends with him going, you know, I trust you more than anybody in this world. Good night. And he goes to bed.
Can I roll to see if Tate heard just that last part?
Sure, go ahead and roll
Same.
perception. How loud is Nero talking like this?
Oh, it's very hush hush, very quiet.
Okay. I don't think Tate is going to
Okay.
hear it. Eden, what do you think, Nick? With a 16?
That would be. You know what? Yeah, I think a 16 would do it.
Okay. Yeah. Eden, you can hear exactly what he's saying.
Just hold that moment. What did you
That
say
crack-
again? Sorry, Damon heard.
Yeah.
Literally went out of his ear. The last part, at least.
Mhm.
Trust you more than anyone? What did I say? What was the last thing you said, Nero? Sorry.
Sorry, I was muted. I trust you more than anyone here.
Okay.
That crab's really getting to you, huh? Cool.
This whole thing, the Lord of the Rings thing, and the crab is like the One Ring.
Fantastic. All right.
If we're doing a long
Well,
rest,
there's also the fact that we were being affected by some aspect of madness. It
Mhm.
probably got to him worse than we thought.
We
Nero's
don't exactly
fine.
know that yet.
Nero's fine.
Yeah.
Tate, what were you going to say?
Tate is going to work on his next trick with Goblin.
Ooh, okay. What are you going to teach?
He's going to teach him to sit like up on his haunches.
Okay. Animal handling.
God, what?
Every time Goblin goes to go on his feet, he just boop, falls on his back and kind of turtles there for a little bit until you tell him to get up because he doesn't know if he's doing it right.
Yeah, after about 30 minutes, Tate's just going to give up and he's going to grab Goblin, give him some scritches, and he's just going to roll over and go to sleep.
All right. Cool. Well, you do have a long rest, so you feel free to recover anything you need from that. So yay. The next day you do some more walking, and eventually you do make your way to Xanthral's Keep. And as you approach the keep, approach the area, there's a soldier outside that walks in front of you and stops you and goes, "State your business in this area."
Just passing through.
Y'all look a little bit ragged. Where are y'all from?
We're from out of town.
Mirabar?
Originally, I'm from Waterdeep, and then when I was 8, we moved over to the West Coast, like the actual on the coast. Once we got past there, he just go talk about all the different cities he's lived at. It's like, but we ended up settling back in the Sword Coast, and well, not Sword Coast, but in Waterdeep, and that was where we're from.
Huh.
Over the course of 10 years, we moved like 19 times.
Yeah,
So well traveled.
incredibly, yeah.
Must have seen some stuff along the way.
You have no idea.
Shit, we've seen some stuff here.
And yet you've survived.
Dumb luck completely.
Well,
Perseverance.
dumb luck or good luck?
We ran a lot.
Well, despite that, you're able to hold your own, apparently.
Yeah.
We might be able to use your help with something here if you are willing. We could use some good Strength.
Well, we're still really weary from the road, so is it okay if we come back to you?
Yeah. I mean, no one's really going anywhere, but the Iron Viper would really like to get rid of whatever's going on here.
The who?
The Iron
What was
Viper.
that name again?
The Iron Viper.
Iron Viper. He's the captain here. I can bring you to him. He could tell you more about the situation.
That
It wouldn't hurt because then we could think about it with a informed mindset.
true. So please take us to the Iron Viper.
Certainly. As he leads you inside to the keep. As he leads you inside, he kind of explains that the reason they're essentially a squad from the Zental keep that were sent here because there were some odd communications coming from Xanthral's keep. So they were sent here to investigate, essentially. But and as you look around the city, it's the village, it's pretty quiet. Looking around at some of the city, the buildings and such, folks look out the windows and they kind of like they look kind of a little scared and like close their windows. Odd looks in their eyes and such. Not like scared of you, but I don't know how to explain it. It's odd. Very, very odd. Eventually, you are brought up to the Iron Viper, who is this big gladiator-like figure standing there. And he goes, "So, y'all come walking down the road. What business do you have? Where are you off to?"
We are
Uh,
simply travelers.
Riku,
Yeah.
that perception check I rolled,
Yeah.
I'm looking out for signs of like symbols or marks of Vecna on anybody.
Nope. You don't see any.
So we're traveling adventurers, I guess you would say, in a way. We heard that you needed assistance potentially.
We do. And if you're willing to help us, we can use it. You see, Sandovrald's Keep has fallen prey to a collective madness that may or may not be contagious. We could send for oil and burn the place down, but that seems like a terrible waste of an otherwise perfectly good infrastructure. To avoid collateral damage, we would prefer to find a way to cure the madness. We think that we have tracked its source to the Keep's commander, Warvo Forkbeard, also known as the Weevil. If you're willing to go into the Keep and successfully determine and eradicate the source of the madness, then I'm prepared to pay each of you 250 gold. You are also authorized to do whatever you deem necessary, although be aware that anything found in the manor is the lawful property of Zental Keep and shall remain that way. Show.
So there's something in the manor that's making people go mad. And you want
Essentially.
us to go into the manor, hoping we don't go mad.
Essentially.
Well, I'm game. You
And
guys good to go?
out of curiosity, exactly who are we working for?
Well, we are the we yeah. We are part of the Centaurum. I'm sorry. Nick, your camera, as soon as I said that, just went like, oh crap. But yeah, he mentions he's part of that they are part of the Zental Keep, specifically part of the Zentarum garrison.
And I hate to have to ask this, but friend or foe, Vecna?
Well,
Give me one moment. Because that is
Okay.
something I have to actually double check. I don't think so, but knowing who the Zentarum are, it's been a while since I kind of reviewed this.
It's been a
But let's see.
while.
It's been a while.
And it's a logical question for Ednus to ask.
It is. Uh he kind of looks at you and goes, if you want the answer, then I'll have to have you do this for us. Otherwise, you could just assume what you like.
I mean, fuck it. What's the worst that happens? We pass out again.
I already said I'm down, so let's do this.
I will do an insight check. That's what I'll do.
Go
That's
for
the
it.
thing I can do.
But to be fair, Tate and Nero really don't think things through.
No.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Yeah, no, you can't. You could tell that he's definitely he's kind of yeah. You can't really tell anything from it.
Got it.
And this what you are gaining from it is essentially the reason why he's not telling you is it could compromise the entire Zentarum's position if it were to get out. You can kind of tell that through the hints, their relationship with Vecna is complicated. But that's all you can tell from that insight.
Well,
So one could guess that they're not willing allies.
That could be assumed.
So shall we do this? I see Nero. I know Nero and Tate. You're all aboard.
And Nero, while putting thumbs up, Nero's gonna elbow Olivier. And it's kind of like thumbs up. Put your thumbs up.
Oh, E.
Yeah. See? Yeah. You say yes to everything. Eventually, you end up on top. So
On top of what?
you know.
The world.
Yeah.
Oh, like on the Great Mountain.
Sure. Yeah.
Ooh.
God dang it, Greg.
Well,
Okay.
All
I
right.
think that's everyone then.
all right. Well,
Edness has this reluctant side, like, all right.
all right. So you were led up inside the manor, also known as Gorna's Insanitarium. As you walk into the manor's main entry room, the air sparkles with a pulsing purple radiance. The walls are covered in layer upon layer of graffiti. You looking at the graffiti, a lot of it is gibberish or illegible, or has a level of profundity beyond your comprehension. Some of the rare things you could see written on the walls include all hail Gorna the Mad, or not much time left, so wake up now. Look over your shoulder before you start. Doom takes us all. A priest in gray robes stands on the far side of the room, flanked by 2 armed guards. The priest wears a bronze mask bearing the leering face of a demon. The priest greets you as you enter. Welcome to my lovely insanitarium. I am Gorna, High Priest of Saddam, God of Liberation. Why don't you tell me your names and a little bit about whatever sanity ails you?
Edness
good.
will look at the others. And goes, okay. I know what sanity ails me.
Huh?
You live.
I didn't hear the first part.
I know what sanity ails me. You live.
I beg your pardon. I'm just the priest of this area. You can kind of tell that just from how this priest is not the source of the madness, but has kind of taken it on as a religion in this area.
Ah.
As
Okay.
you can see,
So they're not all there.
Insanity has
No, not really.
has
What were you saying?
as you can see, Insanity has gripped the mind of our little friend here. He gestures at Edness. It's like we are but his humble friends, trying to make sure he is well taken care of.
Well, I enjoy having the insane here. It's our duty to cure you of sanity.
Oh,
Edna looks at Nero and face palms.
opposite.
See what I mean? They are even a menace to themselves. Like we brought them here for their own safety.
I think we're talking about Nero, though.
No, Tate's
No,
still
I
worried
don't
about
know.
Vecna.
I don't understand.
Tate is playing it as Ednus just smacked himself in the face for no reason.
But he wants that, though. That's right. Am I getting? Am I?
It seems like you all are a little bit confused of our purpose here. Allow me to explain. Servants of Sindam seek to share their Lord's blessings, liberating all from the stale straitjackets of sanity. We intentionally subject ourselves to every neurosis, psychosis, obsession, depression, mania, phobia, philia, addiction, and insanity possible. This insanity concentrates in our minds, dense and toxic, until digested by the psyche. Seeds of madness are created during this laborious birthing process of the soul. As you see, Gorna flashes what looks to be a sparkling red gemstone before continuing. Using wild magics inexplicable to prudes such as yourself, we embed these seeds inside the souls of our petitioners, and then, pow! Power and freedom like you've never imagined.
So we have to eat one of those gems and then they explode inside of us?
Oh no! We did that. That is part of, you could say, the communion of being one of our followers. We essentially implanted inside your head.
So
And what is the actual technical aspect of its purpose?
Oh, it essentially unlocks you from whatever sane thoughts you think of to really embrace the chaos of insanity. Releases you from the binds of holding back from it. If any of you wants to make a religion check on who Saddam is,
Yeah.
you can feel free to.
Tate's going to look at Nero. They might not be completely wrong here.
speaking as someone who is cogent of mind and obviously not insane, I would not recommend them putting a gem inside your head. He's talking really quietly.
Mm-hmm.
As always, I'll back up whatever you choose. I'm just saying, it might not be a good idea.
I'm gonna quickly see. So far, none of you know who Saddam is. But I'm going to go ahead and see if Meek might know. Probably not, given that he has a -1. Nope, Meek does not know. So no, Saddam is as far as you know nothing about Saddam as a god.
Yeah. By the way, I'm trying to roll an extra d4 because Ednus would cast guidance on themselves.
Still not enough. Honestly, the guidance wouldn't have helped you either way.
I didn't see how bad I rolled, so
You rolled a 14, and even if you got the +4, an 18 would not have helped.
oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Gorno looks at you all and goes, feel feel free to take all the time you need here. Enjoy your time here at my insanitarium. And once we feel ready for you to receive our communion, we will very much be willing to help you.
Do you mind if we walk around a little bit and take a look at the facility?
It seems like the insanity is already going into your mind, as that is exactly what I just said.
Sweet. I just thought you meant like this room.
Oh no! He's gesturing to the entire manor.
Okay, cool.
Well, then I think we're on the right track.
We were looking for the what's his name? The Weevil?
Oh,
Yes. Oh, the
Uh,
weevil.
Ednis will ask Zespara if she's heard of Saddam
Ooh, good call.
Hussein.
Let me check something real quick. Because I know Zespara has stats. Because if Zespara has stats, that means she can actually roll this.
Bum, 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 bum.
Let's see. Zespara, the perfect blade. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And I'll cast guidance on her while looking completely insane while doing it.
Right? Gorna kind of looks at you and says, now you get it.
Little do they know I have an intelligent weapon.
And you said you cast guidance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. 23. And as you hear it in your mind from Zespara, it goes, so Saddam is the Slad Lord of Insanity.
So not a god.
Well, a god, but to the Slad.
Ednis will lean over and whisper that to Eden.
Who are the Slad?
Creatures of chaos, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
frogs?
they're frog creatures that like basically to yeah. They're chaos creatures.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. It's so great to take on the god of frogs.
So one thing you'll also notice in this area is that fierceness that you felt in the caves? You can feel that presence in this place too. However, it doesn't feel tainted like the ones in the caves. Like this is basic phaserness. The phaserness that you had in the caves was demon tainted. So
Yeah. Be on.
So it's not as bad.
It's not as bad. It's not going to make it. Being within it is not going to make you go crazy.
Okay. So far we've learned that these people are insane,
Mm-hmm.
and they want more people to be insane.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it by putting crystals in their heads.
Mm-hmm.
And those crystals explode.
The crystals don't explode.
I think that was just it was a turn of phrase, expression.
Yeah, it's more like an implant.
Yeah. So we're not going to do that. We're not. That's the thing. But yeah, the weevil.
Oh, the
We
weevil. Uh, my my first patient, as you might be able to see. This is actually used to be his manor, but given his ways, he works down in the basement nowadays.
Oh,
What's in the basement?
why?
It's a basement.
Then why is
It's where he prefers to be.
um uh okay. Uh so is it a good thing considering your whole insane thing that like he's now he prefers the basement? Is that just like part of the insanity thing?
Oh
Or
yes. He believes himself to. He is probably the most insane person in this building. Um, Down there, he's in his own world, pretty much.
wonderful.
But honestly, none of us have really figured out how to get down to the basement since he last went down there. So we just he hasn't made any issue up here, so uh, we don't bother him. But if you want to find a way down there, you're more than welcome to try.
That's wonderful. Um I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I didn't say that out loud. That was Dave. Okay. So thank you so much. We're gonna just go, walking
Explore.
around, exploring. Yes, absolutely. We'll catch you later. Or never.
Absolutely.
Insanity's a thing. It may
Yeah.
never happen.
Yep. So
We may never see each other again.
you never know.
I hope so.
So yeah, as you stand in this foyer, you see a door to your left and a door to your right, both open for you to go in.
Left or right, folk?
Always left.
So to the left.
Fantastic. So you head through that door. You see, it's a plain, sparsely furnished room with just a couch, a table, and a footlocker. Kind of looks kind of like a barracks area. And as you walk in, it's kind of quiet. You don't really see anyone around. And then from behind you, you hear a "Frah! Cracker! Rah!" And as you turn around, you see a naked man who
Uh,
is running around going, "Burn, burn, I'm a terrible fire, come to consume. You can't stop me, swords can't stop me, magic can't contain me. You got nothing to stop me." Rah! And it's like running around the group of you, like throwing his hands around, acting like he's fire.
just just palm and over.
Frah, frah, frah! You're burning! You're burning!
I'd
Hey,
like
Nero,
to cast
hey, Nero,
minor
that
illusion
reminds
on
me-
him.
Wait, what? Sorry,
That
too many
reminds me of
people
that
talking
one
at once.
time
That's
Wait, what?
when he did the minor illusion on himself in the library.
Yes. Yes, except that he's naked and you weren't. See, that was the problem, is that you weren't naked.
Oh. We'll have to remember that for next time.
Yeah, I'd like to cast Minor Illusion on him to make it look as if he is on fire.
Oh no.
As the illusion comes on, he goes, ah, nah, I've grown bigger, ah! And he continues to just wreak havoc running around you.
Please. No.
Okay. Dispels.
Shall we move on?
Otherwise, he's continuing to do that. There's a door ahead of you into a hallway.
I want to trip him.
Riku, the next time the guy makes a pass around Ednus's foot slips out a little bit just to trip him up.
Well, yeah, he as he goes, you trip him up, and he just immediately gets back up and continues running around, acting like fire. And as you walk into the hallway, he continues to follow you.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
About all of this so far. This is like to the party. How is that guy clapping with no hands?
That's not his hands. Not his hands.
He's dummy thick.
I don't know. I'm not. Okay.
I do not have a physical description of this person.
No,
Hold on.
it's fine. It's good. We don't know. We don't need it. We're good. We don't. I don't need to think about.
So yeah. So I will say, you do see in the footlocker, you see his basically what is his clothes and his weapons that he had on all in there, along with a small satchel. But yeah, you walk into the next room, and this room appears to be a kitchen. Now,
what's in the satchel?
You gonna go look in it?
Yes.
What's in the bag?
In the satchel, you find a set of gambling dice and a book of jokes.
And what kind of weapon does he have?
Let me see. He has in there is a long sword, a short sword, and a heavy crossbow.
Well, they were decently armed. Or at least this one was.
As he comes up to you as he continues to act like fire at you.
I throw him into his locker.
You're such a bully.
And then close it.
It's not big enough to fit him in.
It's like a foot locker, so it's like like a chest at the floor.
Small little, yeah.
Floor. Ugh.
He didn't ask how big it was. He just said he puts him in it.
I mean,
he doesn't fit.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Every time you actually touch him, he gets louder because he thinks he's actually burning you.
Oh.
Anyway, along with this crazy fire person following you, you head into the next area, which is the kitchen. The kitchen is in a bit of disarray, as if it was like recently ransacked. And as you look around, there is a middle-aged man that cautiously peeks out from what appears to be a makeshift fort of pots and pans and other utensils. And he looks at you and goes, "You're not crazy, are you?
Not yet. If
You're not
it's
looking. You're not
possible,
looking to be.
if there's a door to this room that has like a lock on it, I'm gonna push Fire Guy back into the previous room and lock the door closed.
There's no lock on the door. He will just
Damn.
open it up and come back out. And he goes, well,
Yeah.
he kind of wipes, noticing that you all are not crazy and you're trying to handle this weird fire guy. He kind of just wipes his brow and goes, oh, thank goodness. I thought I was the only one. This whole house is turned upside down. I think I've managed to build a machine that will make everybody sane again.
Oh, really?
He gestures to his teetering fort of spike racks and cutlery. And he goes, it just needs 3 of those crazy gems to power it. Then we pull this lever right here as he gestures to a corn cob wedged into a cheese grater. And wham! World saved, no questions asked.
I like this guy. He's a problem solver.
See, that's what I said.
That's great. Thank you so much. You should go look for those gems.
Oh, no. I can't leave my device alone. Someone might end up triggering the self-destruct system, and I can't let that happen. But if y'all are willing
Right.
to find these gems,
I said right.
yes,
That
yeah.
makes sense.
See, you get it.
Absolutely.
So if you're willing to help me find those gems, then I can stay here and watch the machine. And once you find 3 of them, we could be free.
You know what?
Without
If I
missing
come
a
across
beat.
3 gems, I will give them to you.
Yeah. Tate's going to put his hand out to shake his hand. We'll get you those 3 gems.
Oh, thank you so much. You'll be lifesavers, just as I will be. And he kind of makes a heroic pose, knowing that he's going to he's going to save the world.
Just when you save the world, just remember who your friends are. And I'm going to gesture at me and Nero.
Of course. But
Best
yeah,
of luck.
you're in the kitchen right now. There is a closed door to the north of you behind this fort, and then there is an open door to your right.
Well,
Check the clothes. Go ahead.
Ednus will ask the sane one in air quotes.
Oh, my name
What?
is Lum.
That way. Yeah. Pointing at the closed door, Ednus will ask, "What's that way?"
I think that's just a storage closet or something. It, it's where a lot of these pots and pans came from. But ever since, for a while, it's been locked. I haven't been able to get in there.
I look at Eden and Tate. Locked door.
On that, Olivier kind of actually looks up to you and goes, I don't think basic lock picking is going to help us here. I'm sensing a lot of abjuration magic from that door.
Oh. So it's a magic.
So Tate's still getting used to the idea of magic. So he's just going to you're saying that the door is magically locked, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a spell called Arcane Lock. I haven't
Do you
gotten a
know
chance
how
to
to
learn it
dispel
myself.
it?
I mean, if you have Dispel Magic or something like that, but otherwise, I mean, sometimes they have like a code word or something, but I don't know. But it's maybe there's a key or something.
Isn't there a magical spell to open locks like that?
I mean, casting Arcane Lock again will dispel it. Dispel Magic will dispel it, but
Right.
other than that, usually the creator has some sort of unlock mechanism, whether it's a key or like, for example, the key that you use to get into, and this is me talking, the key that you used to get into the mines dispelled the magic gate
On the door.
for you to get
Yeah.
into the mine. So sometimes it's a key, sometimes it could be it's however the person who put the spell on
Right.
said it.
Yeah. I know it was Edna's asking, like, because I'm hinting at knock.
So I know I don't have Dispel Magic, and I don't have Knock, and I don't have Arcane Lock. So I know I don't have those spells.
And
What if we attack the door? Can we attack the door?
Well,
I would
attacking the door
suggest
will
not.
trigger the trap. An Arcane Lock usually means that there's some kind of damaging effect should you try to open the door.
We don't have the skeleton key still, correct?
You do. Because you can still use it as
Uh,
Thieves' Tools.
Edna's were like, wait, that skeleton key.
That has a limited number of uses, though, doesn't it?
I mean, you can still use it. It doesn't have a limited number of uses, no. But other than that specific door that you opened, it's just a +2 set of Thieves' Tools.
Yeah. So I mean, it I don't know if it will help in this situation. I don't think it would help. I think it would just, because it's a magical lock, and just going on past experiences with magically locked doors, no, there's not really a way to disarm a magical spell beyond Dispel Magic.
And this one, it appears to have been pretty strong, so I don't think even knock would work.
So what I'm hearing from all of this is I need to figure out a way to get some magical lockpicks.
I don't think magical lock. Anyway,
I'm just imagining you all calmly talking about this while a naked guy is running around you acting like fire still, and a guy's just cowering in his fort of pots and pans.
yeah.
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah. The insanity is happening behind around us. We
Yes.
are trying to stay as
As
sane
you
as
stand here in the
possible.
middle of the kitchen.
Yeah.
We're just controlling the chaos around us right now.
There's chaos around us.
We are the eye of the storm.
That part.
So yeah,
Also that part.
besides that door, there's also an open door to your right.
We can keep going to the right and see if maybe we find a key or something. I don't think we have anything else.
You said the other door was open?
Yeah.
Tate's gonna walk over there and be like, "Hey guys, this door's open."
And
Thank
looking
you.
into the room, you see what looks like an elderly man. It looks like servants' quarters in here, and you see an elderly man in sweeping black robes, standing near a pile of cleaning supplies, as he's like directing his finger around, directing a mage hand with a rubber glove on it, basically picking up specks of dirt and dust and putting it into a chamber pot. Yeah, that's what you see.
Well, all in all, that's not the worst thing to see. So
Is
just
he
saying.
doing it like individually, one at a time?
Yes, almost obsessively.
No, man, I think that one's the worst one so far.
That's fair.
Do we want to keep going? I know we'll have to pass the guy, maybe, but that's.
What do you think happens if we tip it over?
I don't want to know. I really
Don't mess with
wanna
Merlin.
If you're looking at this guy, you go ahead and make a perception check.
Who are you? $12.
Okay. So Tate and Eden, and it's a DC 10. If you roll, no, you don't notice this. But Tate and Eden, you could tell that this gentleman is very sleep deprived.
Oh, he's been at this for a while.
Right.
He kind of speaks up because he kind of hears you and goes, 3 days. 3 days of intense cleaning and still more to go.
Would you like a hand for a minute?
No. Mm.
Oh, no. I need to make sure that everything is perfect. I don't need you all messing up my 3 days of hard work.
Fair enough.
Uh-huh.
Put his arm around him and go, perfection is unattainable.
You go to touch him, and he like recoils away from you. He goes, don't touch, don't touch.
Stranger danger.
Fair enough.
Oh. Do I want to waste?
Okay, Nero. Boundaries.
You gotta break down.
You're already
those
starting to
walls.
slip into the madness.
You gotta break down those walls, man. You gotta let your feelings out.
This is how you heal.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that. That
Yeah.
would be terrible.
What were you
Touching
gonna
random
do?
strangers can get you stabbed.
I'm not going to. Well, I have to. People would have to be out of the room, but I always have a certain spell prepared.
Is it a crown of madness?
No.
No.
I mean,
Okay,
Uh,
Olivier, let's go back to the kitchen. You just
oh, okay.
yeah, like everyone, like I think I because he's never going to stop. I just realized I'm like kind of like seeing this, and
Yeah.
so
Because you've seen
Yeah.
somebody else do something similar.
yeah, so I am going to like out of the room, kind of like tell everyone to get out of the room, so I can focus this on him, and I will cast sleep.
Okay.
Oh, I'll push Fire Guy into the room so he's also hit by the spell.
I will say,
It's
for the sake of
5d8.
this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say for the sake of this, he is currently harassing the guy in the fort, so he's not near you right now.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, you see
Wow.
as he's doing it, the hand dissipates and he falls back and asleep onto the bed. And as he falls, you see a small green gemstone materialize next to his head.
Okay. I look at that gemstone. Actually, I grab it. Fuck it. I just
Okay.
look at the gemstone. Yeah. Well, that's something. Let me mark that spell slot. He'll be
Oh.
asleep for a while, and that may be something to keep in mind. And like kind of show the gem, the Chaos Emerald. Oh fuck!
Chaos Emerald. Yes. Yeah. You show it, and the guy behind the fort looks and goes, oh, that's one of them. Just two more. We just need two more of those. As he ducks back behind, afraid of the fire guy.
Okay.
Ennis will go, I'm going to try something. He walks up to Fire Guy, pats him on the back while casting Lesser Restoration.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Okay.
It was worth the
Well,
shot.
good idea. Good idea.
Oh,
I
wait. Oh, wait. It has to be an object. Damn.
But yeah, upon knowing this, you got a clue on how to get these gemstones, and yeah, I'm gonna call it for tonight, and we'll continue your exploration of the Insanitarium next time. Plenty of more rooms, plenty more people to meet, and plenty more madness to experience. But yeah, that wraps it up for us tonight. I'm so glad to have you all here. Let's go around and just reintroduce ourselves again. Name, who you played, and what other forms of madness do you think you're going to experience in here? What other colorful creatures do you think you're gonna meet while exploring the Insanitarium? We'll go in. Let's start with Damon, right above me. You just muted yourself again.
It's late, y'all. Hi, I'm Damon. I played Eden, your Warforged Twilight Domain cleric mom. You can find me on most sites as DMAGamer79. You can follow me on TikTok and Blue Sky. That way, if you want to find me, I play on alternating Monday nights with Riku in Fire Chronicles over on Five Tribe, and also Tuesdays on Five Tribe in the Golden Feathers of TNA, and then I'm here with this game. Um, uh, Other things of madness. Um, considering it's an insanatorium, I think we're gonna find pretty much any and everything. I just don't want to find the guy eating his own poop. That's the one thing I don't want to see.
Oh no.
I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Nick.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick. You can find me on most socials under Professor Hexagon. On every other Thursday, you can find me here playing Nero. Every other Monday, you can find me over here also, but under Will's game of Origins of Orlea, where I play Varric Wolfspear Vigari, the Goliath Barbarian. And then every other Friday, I'm on Kellen, who unfortunately is not here tonight, his channel, doing a Stargate campaign where I play Vigo Sigmundsson, the Viking scientist, who I think we had just Monday, we did a charity stream where it was Stargate and Orlea kind of doing a crossover. It was a lot of fun. If you guys haven't checked, please go watch it. It was a blast. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
What other creatures of madness or other forms of madness do you expect to see in this manner?
Well, we've gotten the fire guy, we've gotten the scared guy, we've gotten the OCD guy. So I'm gonna say narcissism. We're gonna find someone who's super into themselves. Probably.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting. Very, very
He's
interesting.
in the party.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Tate.
No.
All right.
I can't be the one that's full of myself and the horny one. Like, it can't be both.
Good Lord.
Because the one that's full of themselves will deflect it onto somebody else.
All right. Let's move on to Slayer.
Hi, everybody. I am Old Worm Slayer. I was playing Edness tonight, and when it comes to what other forms of madness, I don't know. Somebody that's scared of their own shadow.
Definitely possible. Definitely possible. All right. And finally, we have Goose.
Hey guys, I am Goose. I have been playing Tate, the Tiefling Rogue Sorcerer. You can catch me here playing with these guys every other Thursday, and make sure you tune in on Monday for Wind Riders, where they're using the Surge TTRPG platform that I created with Greg, also known as Game Master Dad in the chat. You can check out our website, warptree.com, and you can also find us in the Surge Discord, where we also have links to our merch, like this hat. So go buy one. They're cool. And as far as
When you actually receive the hats,
hey, they're ready to go, which is half. Greg said it's his fault.
I know I was cracking that joke at Greg.
As far as the craziness, I'm just waiting to find the guy that actually thinks he's a telephone.
Interesting. All right. And as always, I'm Riku. I was your dungeon master, game master, mind Vecna for this campaign. You can find me on social media as Pup Riku or Puppy Riku. You can find me here on Halfling Wizard every other Monday for Wind Riders of Aria. You can find me on every other Saturday for Queers. And you can find me over at Vibe Tribe Productions on opposite Mondays to Wind Riders for Gaia Chronicles. We're finally getting back to that. We just leveled up. Additionally, don't forget to check out the other shows here on Halfling Wizard. Every other Wednesday is the Liminal Blink, run by Dan. We also will be running some one-shot and other special events every once in a while. So be on the lookout for that. We'll also be starting a Monster of the Week campaign soon, so keep on the lookout for that. If you want to find out more about any of that, make sure to join our Discord. You can interact with us, interact with other fans of the shows, and maybe even become involved in some of these shows as well. We are also still getting nominations for the Wizzies, which is our doing a bit of an award show of some of your favorite creators here on the channel. So make sure you get into the Discord, make your nominations, and vote when voting starts. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to join our Patreon, where you can get some exclusive homebrew items and some exclusive content. As I always say, you can always check. That's the only place you'll be able to check out the Session 0 for Vecna. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out our shop. We have so much merch coming up all the time from various parts of our campaigns. There's a couple of "It's a Trap" shirts from our last time meeting, which has been a lot of fun. So who knows what we're gonna come up with soon. As always, we're looking for donations. We always look to help improve the stream, but also to help out those around us. Again, our charity for this month is the Freedom Service Dogs charity, so make sure you check that out. I believe that is it. If all I can remember, Will is not putting up any more banners that are reminding me of what to say, so that's good. That's a good sign. And make sure to check in next time, where we see how much more our team deals with the madness. We'll see you next time. Make sure you stick around. We're gonna rate another creator, but until then, see you next time. Bye.
Tiny robes he's wearing so fine, in the tavern sipping on wine, knows the secrets of the old halfling wizard never told. Mystic wand and a pointed hat, talks to people about this and that. Sneaky tricks and a wink in his eye, halfling wizard makes the hours fly. Oh, halfling wizard in the night, casting spells to the moonlight. He can talk and he can know, in his world the magic grows. Down the road in evening light, he'll engage you, that's his delight. Readers of the stars he seeks, in a crowd he's sure to speak.